Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka the Workman's Pomp, aka your monster pizza boy, and today I have another hands-on endurance test for you, and that is Blackship by Flagship. This is a pomade that is a wax shear, unorthodox water base that's on the heavier side, and that's what it touts itself as. If you need some more information, you can check out my review or any of the other fine reviewers that have reviewed it. It's a well-known product for a good reason. A lot of people like it, and it works really well and holds really well. So today I wanted to do an endurance test at my work just to see how it holds up on a heavy heated day of hard work. And today's the perfect day because it's already before 10 o'clock and I already have 6 beds I have to do before 1. So it's going to be a heavy activity day for me. And so I thought it'd be perfect to give this a shot. I've already styled it. And like I said, if you need a little bit more information on this pomade, check out my review. I'll put a link in the description, or any of the other fine reviewers' review. Don't you just love when you have to deal with someone difficult right off the bat at the beginning of your day? I do. Just makes the tone of the day great. Am I right? Okay, all sarcasm aside, just got done with my first setup, and I would say the activity level was pretty high. I was taking a bed among other equipment up a kind of a hill because the driveway wouldn't let me access it easily. So the strenuous level, or the level of activity was strenuous for me at least. You can see I'm breaking up a little bit of a sweat, and so far it's holding up fine. Nothing has come undone. Everything still feels nice and tight and in place, but we still have a lot more to go. Okay, I just finished up with my second stop of the day. I would say that the activity level is probably like moderate on this one. I had a heavier bed. There's basically 2 types of beds that we deliver. There's one with a motor that you can attach to the middle once you put the whole bed together, because it kind of goes together in like several different pieces with a headboard, a footboard, and then the head piece and the foot piece, and you kind of put them together almost like a giant piece of Legos, except for not as fun playing with a bed as compared to playing with Legos. But this particular bed that I had on board had the motor attached at the bottom, and so that makes the foot piece that you bring in extremely heavy compared to the one with the detachable motor. So and there's a couple of stairs to go up and down, so I would say this was like in the moderate range. I got a little bit of a sweat going, and looks like so far that it's holding up pretty good. I didn't feel any pieces fall out. I did feel it kind of starting to lose a little bit endurance, not much. It still feels really good. Like I said, my calic, you'll see this part usually start to pop up first. This is when a product starts to give down. You can kind of see it right now. It's raised a little bit. My calic will start pushing the hair that I've put over the top of it up, and then usually that will start to fall out. But right now, Blackship is still holding up pretty well, and it's not too hot out yet, but it definitely is hot enough to break a sweat. I just finished up my 3rd delivery. Actually, it was a pickup, but I finished my 3rd stop. This one wasn't too bad. I would say the activity level would be average. I was going to a facility, and normally those are a heavier activity level, but this one in particular moved the bed to a storage area that made it really close to my truck, so it was really easy. It's still holding up okay. I might run a comb through the back since I can feel it, just the back part back here starting to loosen up. So I'm just gonna give it a run through on the thin side, just because I could feel a little bit of it popping up, but as of major restyles, none yet. Okay, so that was my 4th delivery today, and I would say that the activity level on that was moderate as well. It was just taking a bed into a house, but it's starting to heat up a little bit, so I'm definitely starting to sweat a little bit more. The product is starting to loosen a little bit, not much. I ran a comb just like I did the last time on the back part. It's not getting out of control, but for me, I like the feel of tight sides and like, you know, like the tight combed in the back. So for me personally, I just ran a comb through it. I wouldn't necessarily call that a restyle because my hair hasn't fallen out yet. All right, I just got done with, gosh, I don't remember what I'm on, either my 5th or 6th. My 5th. Just got done with my 5th, and the top started to fall out a little bit, and my hair started to split, so I just gave it a quick little restyle on the front. The sides were already fine. So as of right now in the heat, this is my first restyle of the day, and I'm a little over halfway through the day. So far, so good for an unorthodox water base in the heat. Okay, so that was stop number 6. And I would say that the activity level on that one was moderate as well. I was pretty close to the front door and I got some help, but it's definitely getting really hot outside. As of right now, the hold is still holding up really well. Like I said, I haven't really have to do any major restyles. I, touched the sides a little bit and did the front when it got a little uneven. I got a little broken up, but it hasn't been bad so far. Still doing really well. I mean, my part got a little jacked up, but that's okay. I'm at work, so I'm not trying to look perfect, but I definitely want to maintain a hairstyle. Okay, that was stop number 7, and hoo-wee, that was probably the most strenuous one I did today. It took me about an hour to get everything. I was in this huge facility and whatnot. So as I was working, my hair was heating up. There's a few things that popped out. This side part started to pop out a little bit. I don't think it warrants a full restyle, but I'm definitely going to do a touch-up and kind of get everything back into place real quick. Like I said, at least for me, the first thing that happens with most pomades is my cowlick starts to pop up back here, and then all the little parts on the back, like back here, start to soften up, which unhinges this part of my hair and will make it start to fall forward. So for what this product is and the little bit of touch-ups I had to do today, it's holding up really well. I mean, surprisingly well, actually, especially for an unorthodox water base, because normally when these start heating up, they kind of turn into like almost, at least some of them I've seen, kind of turn into almost like a cream in your hair. Like, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it, but if you work out in the heat, then you probably know what I'm talking about. So there we go, number 7, and my second big restyle of the day with a few touch-ups. All right, a little intermission in between my 7th and 8th delivery. I stopped to get a Powerade, and lo and behold, what to my wondering eyes do I see but a Ghostbusters Scratch It. And now, I'm not a gambling man by any means. I prefer to gamble if I know I'm gonna win, which I guess isn't gambling. But I couldn't help it. I love Ghostbusters, and to see a little Scratch It of one of my favorite franchises, made me really excited, so I figured I'd take a chance on this. And even though the new Ghostbusters series, or at least the new Ghostbusters movies, pretty much reduced one of my favorite franchises and cartoons into crappy bit Saturday Night Live bull crap jokes, I'm still holding out hope that there will be some sort of redemption, although without Harold Ramis, there really is no Ghostbusters. Anyways, if I win big on this, you know what's gonna happen? You won't even see a continuation of this. I'm just gonna basically make it rain. I'm gonna get that Ghostbusters money, baby. All right, well, I'm back. Didn't win that, and the new Ghostbusters still sucked. Just had to get that out there. I'm super bummed. I wanted to go out like a boss on Friday. Now I'm just going out like a chump. Anyways, the last setup that I did for the day wasn't too bad. I would say it was strenuous, but not super strenuous. Got a good sweat working up, but nothing that is too out of control. If you're out in the heat constantly, then you're definitely going to need to restyle a little bit. So if this is a product that you are looking to use maybe for work or a more strenuous job, or even just your normal work day, go to the gym, then restyle and go out afterwards, then this is a product that I can definitely recommend to you. It works really well. I like it a lot. And overall, just a really great product. All right, guys, let me know what you think, and let me know if it holds up as well as it did for me today, because this was a pretty strenuous day for me overall, and this held up really well considering all the work I did.